Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Wealth and Christ Show, a show where we inspire the masses to become financially free without compromising their faith. I'm your host, Dami, and today we're having a conversation about something that has been going on, that I have seen going on for the past few weeks, ever since the election where Donald Trump became the president-elect of the United States. The stock market went up. The stock market was already up about, I believe, 20% before Donald Trump became the president-elect. But one thing that took a big turn upwards was the crypto market. Bitcoin hit as high as almost 90 something thousand plus at the time recording this video. And so many the other crypto coins took off, MSTR took off, so many things took off, after the election. A lot of stocks took off, a lot of crypto coins took off, and I can only imagine the FOMO that many people have. And FOMO stands for the fear of missing out. In other words, is the anxiety feeling you get when you see others profiting from an opportunity that you didn't jump on. So many people were not in MSTR, before Bitcoin starts taking off. Many people may not have been in X stock or X coin before they took off, and now they are trying to jump into these stocks, into these crypto coins without doing research, without understanding the business of these coins and these stocks. And one thing I have learned and I've continued to learn, over time, what goes up must comes down. And oftentimes, the people, when they buy it at the top of the market, they usually get burned the most. While people who had done research and started buying early in before the move happened, whether it's in Bitcoin, whether it's in different stocks, they bought before the move upwards would happen, they make a lot of money. But people that usually buy on top, it's very rare that they make money because oftentimes they buy at a time right before the coin pullback. And I can only imagine the questions you're asking yourself, whether you should get into the stock, whether you should get into this coin, whether it's, you missed the boat, whether you did not, and you see all over social media, it's making you feeling like you're being left behind. The first thing is to understand that FOMO is not a strategy. Acting on your emotion rather than doing research is a poor decision and it can lead to you losing a lot of money. Just because something's up today or something has been up for the past couple of months or past couple of weeks does not mean you should just jump right into it without doing proper research. So that's the first thing. If you are interested now, you see what Bitcoin can do, you see what XM stocks can do, MSTR, you see what it can do, or stocks related to crypto. Now is a good time to start doing research and understanding, why is this move happening? Why is this move happening? What is a price that you can get in order for you to profit off the next move? So that's the first thing. You're just doing research and understanding what is a stock, what is this coin, what is this purpose, what is the business. And once you understand what the stock is, what the crypto coin is, what it aligns with your investment goal, you also understand the risk that's associated with this coin, with this stock. Just as some stocks can go up 10%, 20%, that you can also expect a 10% decline, 20% decline. Same thing with crypto. Crypto coin can go up 50% today and it can go down 60%. So it's important for you to understand the risk and measure it and take some time to really understand to assess if this is a risk that you're willing to take. This is something you want to invest in. It's important that you shouldn't invest money that you're not willing to lose. I mean, of course, the game of investing is not to lose money. That's the first rule. But the reality of it, you do face losses. And what separates those who become successful in investing, whether it's in crypto, whether it's in stock, whether it's in real estate, or just in business, is that their wins are greater than their losses. So this just goes back to risk. But I want to emphasize that you shouldn't invest money that you're not willing to lose, especially into a crypto coin or an individual stock. Even the ETF too, you can lose a lot of money. So it's important to make sure you understand the risk. And once you understand the risk, now it is deciding how much do you want to invest, or how much do you want to invest on a weekly, quarterly basis, or how much do you want to invest on a daily basis. And once you have answered that, the next question is how long are you planning to hold this assets for? Is it 6 months? Is it a year? Is it 10 years? Is this a forever hold? And while you're doing that, this is a great time to also come up with a thesis, a bull thesis, why would the stock continue to go up? And a bear thesis, why would the stock go down? What will result in the stock declining? That way, when things are happening, you understand the move. You understand why the stock move like that because you already have done research. You already look at the pros and cons of investing in such asset class, so you wouldn't be caught off guard. And my last thing I would say here in regards to, which also goes back to research, is have conversation with people who are experienced. Maybe you can look into getting a mentor, who has a good track record in this asset class. Maybe it's a financial advisor, but just be mindful of the fees and the percentages that they charge you for managing your money. Because you don't, like I said, the number one rule of investing is not to lose money. But the reality is people do lose money. And I want to leave you guys with this scripture. And leave you guys with this scripture. But one thing I want to emphasize that in order to become a successful investor, and in order to become a success, to reach financial freedom, you have to become very disciplined. Every year, every so often, you will hear about a stock that you probably it was never on your radar, or you will hear about crypto coin that was never on your radar, and you will see it go up, and you also see it go down. But not everything that that's shining is gold. You don't need to be part of every bull run in the different sector or different asset classes. You need to follow your strategy, your plan, and don't deviate unless it is necessary for you to deviate from your plan. Unless you have come up with a better plan or have understood a better way of going about investing. If not, don't deviate your plan because you see a stock or a crypto coin and you go invest in it, and before you know it, you're down 20%, 30%, while everyone on social media is bragging about being up 30, 50, 60, 100, 1,000%. And you're only down because of you not doing research. You're not taking the time to see whether it's aligned with you or not. You're not taking the time to see if it's going to help you reach financial freedom, get you closer to reaching financial freedom. In addition, you didn't properly assess this asset class to understand the risk that you're taking. You just bought into it before because of your friend. If a friend tell you, you see it on social media. I want to mention this here real quick. If you see a stock on you see somebody on social media mention a stock, a friend mention a stock to you, you overheard a conversation about people talking about a specific stock or crypto coin, always do research. Because it's very rare people would tell you that they're losing money in the stock market, they're losing money in the crypto market. And when you look at all the statistics, there's a lot of people losing in both markets. And it all goes back to a lack of discipline. But I want to leave you guys with this scripture, which is Proverbs 21:5, which states, "The plan of the diligent leads to profit, as surely as hate leads to poverty." So this is the perfect scripture to illustrate the importance of being patient and planning, and not just making quick decisions off because you see somebody said something on social media or a friend just randomly said something to you. It's important to understand why you invested and stick to your investing plan and not deviate because what you see on social media. Unless you understand or you truly believe what you're doing is not going to help you reach your financial goal. But it's important to understand building wealth takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. It takes time to become great in terms of investing in any asset class. Any of the greats that you know didn't become successful over time. It took them years of training, years of making mistakes, years of reading books, years of getting mentorship, years of just being patient. If you're not patient, you won't last long in this. You won't last long investing, and you will never reach your financial goals. It's important to stay patient. It's important to not get caught up in FOMO because you're gonna miss something. You're not gonna catch everything. I'm telling you, you're gonna miss a lot of things. You're not gonna catch everything, but you want to make sure the ones you do catch results into wins more than losses. The ways you're able to catch, you want to make sure those end up in more wins than losses for you. And if that does happen, that brings you closer to achieving your financial goal. As always, I hope this bless you guys. I hope this encourage you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Stay blessed. Peace out.